Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are watching for the first time, welcome. My name is Ketelwa. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And for those of you who are returning subscribers, welcome back. So I've been missing in action, guys, and the reason for that is because and the thing is umgowo will find you Apo ukoyo and you must steal. So what I decided was, let me just sort of take a break, and bring myself towards myself. And it's done wonders. I feel better, I feel refreshed, I feel rejuvenated. So last week I decided to visit a lactation consultant, and the reason for that was because the titties haven't been tittying. I'm just joking, guys. I've just been having challenges with the one breast, and I decided, instead of taking matters into my own hands and going to the pharmacy back and forth, with over-the-counter medication, let me just actually go and see someone who knows what this is about. So the name of the place is the ABC Family Clinic, and she's based in Gonubie. I will leave her details in the description below. And well, the reason I decided to consult was that I had been experiencing on and off pain on the one side, and there was a lot of cracking. It would heal and then it would start to crack again and heal. And then what I decided was, at some point, that I'm gonna stop breastfeeding on the one side and just pump from the one side, which also proved to not work out at the end. What I ended up doing was breastfeeding and pumping, and it just got a lot. And the one night I had so much pain on the one breast, and that's when I decided to contact them and to make an appointment. They actually only work by appointment only, so you can't just walk in. And I got my date exactly a week after I'd contacted them, so they're quite busy. So if you do want to consult with them, I would recommend that you call them and book as soon as possible, because you probably won't get a date like a day or two after you contact them. They are quite busy. So what happened was, in that consultation, I had to bring my son. They did say I must bring him. So there's a lot of things that they check. They weigh the baby, they find out what's happening. And with me, initially, I never had any problems with breastfeeding. It's just for the past month, I think, for the past month, I've been having challenges. So the one breast would continue to crack, and then it would heal, and then it would crack, and then it would heal. And I just got tired of being in that space of healing and cracking and healing and cracking. So I just decided, let me just do something about it. And with that consultation, I realized there's a lot of things that can contribute to our breasts not performing to their optimum levels for breastfeeding. And it was quite informative. And what I also didn't realize was, when your baby latches on your breast, it needs to be proper, like it needs to be done in the correct way, or else they will have problems with feeding and you will experience problems with your breast. So she went through a very detailed process. She sent links to me, she sent videos. So she also prescribed medication that I needed to take. And you'd be surprised at how quick you actually heal when you consult with a professional. Guys, I don't know how many times I've been to the pharmacy to go and pick and choose what I thought would work, but I would end up at the pharmacy again. So I'm actually quite glad that I went to go and consult, because right now I have fully healed and he's back to breastfeeding on the side that I was having challenges on. And it made me realize that, it's a long journey, guys. Every day is literally a trial and error. one thing works and then another doesn't, and what used to work all of a sudden doesn't work anymore. So it was a great consultation, and I learned a lot, especially about the functioning of the breast. And guys, we at some point I was just like, you know what, maybe I should just stop breastfeeding, because he's gonna start teething soon, and then the teeth will grow and then he'll start biting. And she actually did say that once he starts to teeth, we can continue breastfeeding up until the teeth grow out. He won't bite, which is what I was actually scared of, because I am not going to fight with a baby who is biting my nipples. So I decided that from our visit that I will continue to sort of pay attention to what is going on with the breast, if I'm experiencing any discomfort, if I'm experiencing any pain. And the thing is, the one side doesn't look like the other, because he's been breastfeeding a lot on the one side, and so the one side is always heavier than the other. It's just a constant battle to find a balance. But I'm learning a lot, and I'm also learning not to keep quiet, because guys, we'll suffer in silence. I don't know how many times, guys, I've been to the pharmacy, and the thing is, you never know the thing is, you don't know. The thing is, you don't know what is wrong, and you'll go onto Google, and Google will tell you have 2 days left to live with your cancer, and then you're gonna die. So that's the other thing with me, is that sometimes I'm a little bit hesitant to go and seek professional help, because I heard so and so had the same thing, they tried this, but the thing is, we're not the same as people. So that is why I decided to go and consult. And after that consultation, I don't even want to lie, guys, it's been, I think, almost a week exactly, and I am 100% healed. The only thing is that it's just, there's a bit of discoloration, but also that is now going back to normal. And I'm so glad, and I have given her feedback as well, and she's just been great. She did follow up to find out what's happening. Is there any difference? Do you need to come back again and we do another assessment, so that if it wasn't working, that she would prescribe something different or refer me to someone else who could help me with this. So I'm excited to know that, guys, I'm not dying, it's not cancer, and Google is not your friend for things like this. So I'm glad that I'm okay, and we can go back to our normal routine. And another thing is that with the pumping, my one breast and nipple experienced trauma, because I thought that the faster you pump and the more or the longer that you pump, the better. But you're actually supposed to pump at a comfortable pace. And because I'm using a manual pump, guys, it's manual labor, so you can imagine, I definitely thought, wow, the quicker you pump, and the more milk that comes out, the better. And in the process, I was putting a lot of pressure on my breast and on the nipple, and so I experienced a lot of trauma, which ended up with a lot of problems in J. And one of those was the nipple was consistently dry, and no matter how many times I applied the nipple creams, the skin would continue to be dry. And that's something I learned at that consultation as well, that you need to be quite gentle and you need to be comfortable with pumping. And if at any point you start to experience pain, you need to stop and, go back to the drawing board, because none of this is supposed to be painful. And once you experience pain, there's a red flag. Oh, nathi siyathanda unyamezela. Oh, I'll take a Panado, or I'll do this, I'll do that. It's normal. And you know, with all these blogs and these community pages where moms come and share their experiences and advice, Umtu is like, no, you know, it will be painful for a few days, and then after that, you'll be fine. Guys, sometimes, okay, wait. Advice is good, right? I won't lie, but whatever when you feel whatever you feel, trust your gut feeling. If you are experiencing pain which you cannot handle, seek professional help. If you feel okay, this over-the-counter medication works for me, then that's fine. But as people as funny, so that's why I decided to consult, and I am happy about that consultation. And I would definitely recommend that, even if you're not experiencing any pain, or if you are, like, even if you are fine, I guess you wouldn't need to consult. But I wish I'd actually consulted in the beginning so that I could anticipate something like this happening. But other than that, I am happy, and I will definitely go back to her for other related issues, because she was just great. And the consultation took about an hour. We literally spoke about everything, and she kept asking me, is there anything else you would like to know? Do you have any more questions? Are there any problems or any other things you are experiencing about with your breastfeeding that you would want to talk to me about? She was great, guys. Like, you know, after that, I felt like because we are better, you know. So I will leave her details in the description box. Then, guys, I decided in my goal that I will go back to the gym and, you know, sort of deal with my emotions there, because I think we ignore the build up and frustrations and there's stress and all these things, they catch up with you, right? So I decided to go back to the gym, and this was also after a few emails that were in my inbox about a promotion and you know, a discount here and there. So I decided to sign up and go back to the gym. And then, guys, our president a few days ago was just like, okay, we're going back to level 4. And I'm like, okay, so now I can't go to the gym, obviously, for the next 2 weeks or so. So I've decided that I'll be chasing pavements. So I'm back on the road running, and we'll see how that goes. And obviously I would be running alone. Safety first always, guys. So I'll be going back on the road, and it's amazing. Like, okay, so last week I went 3 or 4 times to the gym, and that was great. I felt an immediate difference, you know. You breathe easier, like you feel lighter, and it's a great feeling. And I won't lie, I'm not going back to the gym to lose weight or anything, because, well, I have lost all the baby weight, like all of it is gone, and with minimal effort. I've been eating more than usual because of the breastfeeding. Like, you must always eat. You can't just, you know, breastfeed on an empty stomach. So I've been eating more than normal, and I literally lost all that weight, and this is 4 months down the line. This is not the case for everyone. I think we all experience the weight story differently, and I don't know, I can't recommend, but I did this, and I just fed my baby, and I ate, slept, you know, and the cycle continues like that. So I'm back at the gym, and I look forward to that. And also, gym helps me with, you know, mental health, because sometimes you'll feel right and you can't really pinpoint bakuteni. And I feel better, you know. And it's amazing how what exercise does for your esteem, what it does for your confidence, what it does for your mental health as well. So I want to hear from you guys. What are you doing, you know? What things will you start doing? Because we're back to level 4, and you know, we're back to having to be indoors, and you know how that can get with e-movements that have been restricted. What are you gonna do, or what have you started doing? I know in the beginning sonke sasipheka ingamagwinya izikeki intoni, you know, and then we all started to experiment. There were a lot of social media challenges. But what are you going to do now going forward, you know, to take care of yourself physically, to take care of yourself mentally? And I know a lot of people just want a break. So I know a lot of people will be resting more, which is also great. Our bodies need to rest for us to function at a peak, or at our peak level. We need to be well rested. And that's also something that we ignore. We always think, I've never been busy, but we need to rest as much as we can in order for us to perform at our peak levels. So let me hear in the comments what your experience with breastfeeding or even formula feeding has been like, and also what will you be doing going forward to take care of yourself physically and mentally. And I look forward to reading your comments, and don't forget to comment, like, and to subscribe to my channel. And until next time, goodbye.